It's a dish best served cold, and these guys are here to collect. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anime characters motivated by revenge.
I'm gonna put a stop to this! I'll kill them all!
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at both heroes and villains in anime who are primarily driven by vengeance. Since we'll be going into the reasons behind their various vendettas, be on the lookout for both mature content and tons of spoilers down the line.
What I'm seeing right now, Itachi, is you dead at my feet.
Number 10, Ryuko Matoi, Kill La Kill.
I'm sorry, Father. I was this close to finding out who killed you.
She's the rebel that's here to flip the system on its head. Following the murder of her father, Ryuko arrives at the devious Hinnoji Academy in search of his killer. Initially believing the prestigiously powerful Satsuki Uchiha to be responsible, she guts her way through all manner of superpowered students to force the truth out of her.
Okay, Satsuki Uchiha, here we are. Did you or didn't you kill my father? And what good would knowing do?
As it happens, said truth turns out to be the whole other kind of monster, leading to Ryuko almost losing herself to bloodlust when the actual culprit reveals themselves.
You bitch!
Number 9, Marik, Yu-Gi-Oh!
I know that I was born into this tradition, that it's my destiny, but why?
Talk about projecting. As the son of the Tomb Keeper, Marik was bound to the less than pleasant traditions of his people, the result of which left his body scarred and his mind basically shattered. He, of course, blamed the pharaoh for all of this, and so set about to gather the 3 Egyptian god cards and take his revenge via card game, of course.
I want you to destroy him with the Egyptian god card!
As you can expect, things did not exactly go as planned, as not only were all of his rare hunters defeated, but he eventually lost himself to his much more psychotic second personality. Yugi could have at least sent him an apology card, though.
Duel monsters and the Shadow Realm are intertwined, so I'm simply playing the game as it was originally intended.
Number 8, the Count, Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo.
How do you do, messieurs? I am the Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm delighted that you're here. You grace me with your presence.
Given how this anime was inspired by one of the greatest revenge tales ever put to fiction, you can imagine that there would be a slightly vengeful element to it. Originally just an ordinary man named Edmond Dantes, he suffers a terrible betrayal and is imprisoned on false charges.
Why are you doing all this?
Oh dear, have you forgotten?
What?
Have you forgotten me? The innocent man you convicted 25 years ago.
In order to get back at those who wronged him, Edmund made a deal with a literal devil. Now possessed by a terrible creature, the suave yet malicious Count goes on to show that even in the 51st century, payback's still a bitch.
I am not even permitted the final piece of death. Stay away!
Number 7, Masamune Makabe, Masamune-kun's revenge.
あんたなんか好きにならないわよ。探索のくせに。
Bullying comes in many forms, and the verbal can be just as painful as the physical. When he was younger and a whole lot chubbier, Masamune found himself rejected by the girl of his dreams, giving him the nickname Pig's Foot in the process. Years on, Masamune has transformed himself into quite the handsome chap, and he enters high school with revenge on his mind. So what's the plan? Seek out his tormentor and give her a taste of his own medicine, making her fall in love with him and then breaking her heart on the spot. As you may have guessed, said plan is called into question rather quickly as the chemistry between the two starts to grow.
俺の知ってる残虐姫はもっと強くて傍若無人で
優しいのね、政宗は。
同じくらいに。
Number 6, Kurapika, Hunter x Hunter.
私はクルタ族の生き残りだ。4年前、私の同胞を皆殺しにした盗賊グループ。
From day one, this guy's made his motivations pretty clear, to slaughter the Phantom Troop. Given how they killed his kin and stole their scarlet eyes for their own greed, you can kind of understand why this hunter would have a bone to pick with him.
二度と旅団の名を語らぬことだ。さもないと、私がお前を殺す。
Thanks to his feral determination and ability as a conjurer, Kurapika eventually managed to hunt down the spider and took off one of its legs by means of killing their near-unstoppable Uvokin. Don't let his small size fool you. When his eyes turn red, bodies are about to hit the floor. Number 5. Roy Mustang, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I will become the Führer of this country, and I will take vengeance for Hughes.
Scar's mission to take down all state alchemists as revenge for his fallen country was certainly compelling, but it paled in comparison to the burning motives of Colonel Mustang. After discovering that his beloved friend Maze Hughes was killed by the homunculus Envy, Roy loses his usually cocky attitude and is totally consumed by hatred.
You were stupid enough to confess, and even more stupid to boast. Everything you've said is fuel on your funeral pyre.
Upon confronting the shape-shifting fiend, Roy goes on the warpath with the aim of burning Envy to a crisp. Seriously, he roasts Envy so many times we almost feel sorry for him. Almost. Number 4. Char Aznable, Mobile Suit Gundam.
Char managed to take out 5 of our battleships single-handedly at the Battle of Loom.
The Red Comet is the most powerful weapon the Principality of Zeon have in their arsenal, and an absolute nightmare for the Earth Federation. Initially, we figured that this crimson-clad pilot would be nothing but a main foe for Amuro to overcome, but it soon becomes clear that Char is more than just a badass character.
Hey Garma, do you read me? Blame this on the misfortune of your birth. What? Misfortune?
Despite serving as their ace in the hole, in secret, Char was plotting revenge against Zeon's royal family for the hand they played in the murder of his father. As fans would soon learn, you should never underestimate Gundam's favorite son. Number 3. Lelouch v. Britannia, Code Geass.
You people killed my mother!
It wasn't me! I swear to you, it wasn't!
Then tell me everything you know.
All it takes is a single spark to start a rebellion. With an overwhelming desire to crush his home country of Britannia, Lelouch takes it upon himself to sow the seeds of change.
The only ones who should kill are those who are prepared to be killed.
Gifted with the mind-controlling power of the Geass, he assumes the guise of Zero and sets about to destroy those who stand in his way, who are, coincidentally, his own family. Of course, this sets him down a rather understandable dark path where his willingness to kill for his ideals costs him dearly. It isn't long before the line between hero and villain is completely blurred, and we start to question just how far Lelouch is willing to go.
I am Zero, the man who leads the Black Knights, who challenges the Holy Britannian Empire, the one who holds the entire world in his hand.
Number 2. Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto series.
What I have is not a dream, because I will make it a reality.
He turned his back on everything just for a chance to kill one man. Following the slaughter of his own clan by his older brother Itachi, Sasuke dedicated his life to becoming strong enough in the hopes of one day getting his revenge. Betraying his friends, abandoning his home, even teaming up with the psychotic Orochimaru, there was nothing Sasuke wouldn't do for the sake of revenge.
Why do you even concern yourself with such a thing?
I'm going to go kill him after you.
Granted, he finally got his wish when he succeeded in killing his brother after one of the series' most incredible battles. And then he found out that his brother wasn't actually a bad guy and that his anger's been totally misplaced. Yeesh, awkward. Number 1. Guts, Berserk series.
Hard to believe that 3 years of fighting side by side hasn't changed a thing.
3 years, huh?
Yes, it's been that long since our duel, Guts.
For most of his life, Guts lacked purpose, only finding brief solace in the relationships he formed within the Band of the Hawk. Then that whole eclipse thing happened, in which he suffered such a monumental betrayal that revenge pretty much became his whole world. In exchange for the power of a god, Guts' former friend Griffith willingly sacrificed the entire Band of the Hawk, leading to them being massacred by apostles, which is even worse than that sounds. As if that wasn't horrific enough, Griffith then raped the love of Guts' life just to frickin' spite him. Yeah, is it any wonder that Guts has dedicated his life to killing his old comrade in the most brutal way possible? Didn't think so. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.